I'm Jammer. Welcome back to another Mario Kart 8 Deluxe video. If you haven't seen, the other day I posted a video showing all the character stats within this game and how they've changed since the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8. A ton of crazy changes. All the weight classes have been mixed around. It is entirely different from the original game. While researching all that stuff, I came to also realize that the karts themselves have also received significant changes from the original on the Wii U as well. It's insane. They have changed so much behind the scenes, but this honestly makes such a huge impact on the game. Like, previous setups that you had in the Wii U version no longer would work here, potentially. And especially with the fact that the acceleration tiers are no longer a thing in this game. How you go about building a kart setup anyways will be completely changed from how it was in the Wii U game. So today I again made up a bunch of charts showing off all the stats of the karts, tires, and gliders. We'll go through each tier or each class and which ones share stats with each other or which ones are unique. I have to give credit to MarioWiki.com. Those guys helped me out so much with all the information for this video and all the listings. And my charts anyways will be in a much more general sense. Theirs go into more specific details like speed underwater, flying through air, zero gravity. Well, mine will just be a general sense and what really affects the stats when you can see it visually on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Also, if you want a copy of these pictures, be sure to look in the description. I'll post a link to a Twitter image where you can save it and keep these for yourself if you would like. And finally, last thing to note, this video will just be talking about the stats themselves. I won't be really giving suggestions about kart setups, which one's better, which one's worse than others. But if you are looking for something like that, I will be doing a video on that very soon, talking about potential kart setups, some of the best ones in the game for racing and battle, which character to match these with, and all that fun stuff. So anyways, let's get into the body pieces, starting with the karts. Now the first group is the standard kart and the 300 SL Roadster. These are going to be our base karts that we work off because they have zero stats. They do not affect the character stats at all. Now this next group is the pipe frame, which has a little bit less weight and speed, but as a trade-off, more acceleration, handling, and traction. The next group is the Mach 8 and the Sports Coupe. These karts do not get any effect to their speed, but they get a tiny decrease in acceleration and handling, and a tiny increase in their weight and traction. This group consists of the Steel Diver and the Tri-Speeder. These karts get a boost to speed and weight, but a significant drop to their acceleration and their handling. Their traction is unaffected. The Cat Cruiser gets a little bit of drop to its speed, but gets a boost in acceleration, weight, and handling. Its traction is unaffected. Now this group, the Circuit Special, B-Dasher, and P-Wing, among some of the fastest karts in the game, has a boost of 0.5 to the speed and a 0.25 boost to its weight. All the other stats are significantly decreased: acceleration, handling, and traction. The next two are the Badwagon and the GLA. These karts also get a 0.5 increase to their top speed, but in addition, they get a 0.5 boost to their weight and traction. As a counter, they get a huge detriment to their acceleration and handling. The next that comes in is the Prancer that gets a boost to its traction and speed with a little bit of a dip towards their acceleration and weight. Handling is unchanged. The Mini Buggy comes in at an awesome boost to its acceleration with the highest stat of all the karts in the game. In addition to that, it gets a boost to its handling and traction, but as a detriment does get a dock to its weight and speed, making its top speed the slowest in the game. The Lambship and the Spreedle both get a boost to their acceleration, handling, and traction, but they get a detriment to their speed and weight. The Sneaker and Golden Kart get a slight boost to their speed and a drop to their traction and acceleration. The W25 Silver Arrow has very subtle changes across the board. Minor buffs to its acceleration, handling, and traction, and minor decreases to the weight and speed. The Blue Falcon comes in with a 0.25 boost to its speed, and a 0.25 drop in its acceleration and handling, while its weight is minus 0.5. Then finally, the Tanuki Kart and the Koopa Clown have a boost to their weight, handling, and traction, with the best kart traction in the game. They also get a detriment to their speed and acceleration. Now let's move on to the bikes, first being the Standard Bike and the Flame Rider. They both get a boost to their acceleration, handling, and traction, while a little bit of a decrease to their weight and speed. The Comet and the Yoshi Bike get a boost to their acceleration and handling, while a little bit of a decrease to their top speed. The next group is the Sport Bike and the Jet Bike. They both get a boost to their speed by 0.25, and then they get decreases to their acceleration, weight, and traction. Their handling is unchanged. The Duke stands apart from the rest of the bikes, being similar to the standard kart where it has zero stat changes to your character. across the board is just flat zeros. The next two are the Varmint and the City Tripper. Now these two get pretty big boosts to their acceleration and handling with a little boost to their traction, and then some drops to their top speed and weight. The next is Mr. Scooty, with a big drop to its top speed, but a huge boost to acceleration. The other changes are some boosts to the handling and traction, and a little bit drop to its weight. The last of the bikes is the Master Cycle, with a boost of 0.25 to its top speed, minus 0.5 to its acceleration, and minus 0.75 to the traction. Weight and handling are unchanged. Let's move on to the final class of the bodies, being the ATVs. First being the standard ATV, coming in at 0.5 boost to its speed, weight, and traction, then huge drops to its acceleration and handling. The Wild Wiggler across the board has some minor boosts to its acceleration, handling, and traction, while a little bit of drop to its speed and weight. The Teddy Buggy comes in with a 0.25 boost to its acceleration and handling, while a minus 0.25 to its speed. The rest is unchanged. The Bone Rattler gets a 0.25 boost to its speed and a 0.5 boost to its weight, while a significant drop to its acceleration and handling. The Ink Striker gets no change to its top speed at all, while its weight and traction are boosted a little bit, and its acceleration and handling are dropped just a little bit. Finally, of the ATV class is the Splat Buggy. Now this one gets a minor increase to its top speed, but a little bit of a drop to its acceleration, weight, and handling. Let's move on to the types of tires, first starting with the Standard, Blue Standard, and GLA tires. These are, of course, the basic tires for this class group, where we will be basing all the rest of our items to compare against. They have flat zeros to their stats across the board. The next group is Monster and Hot Monster. They have an increase to their weight and traction, and a pretty big dip to their acceleration and handling. Next group is the Roller and Azure Roller. Now these tires get a boost to their acceleration and handling, while a drop to their speed, weight, and traction. The next two are the Slim and the Crimson Slim. These two get a tiny boost to their speed and handling, while a pretty big drop to their acceleration, and especially their traction. The Slick and Cyber Slick are among some of the fastest tires in the game, coming with a 0.5 speed boost, however at the price of a massive drop to their acceleration, traction, and handling. The next two are the Metal Tires and Gold Tires. These two again have a 0.5 boost to their speed, a massive minus 1 drop to their acceleration, also very significant drop to their traction and handling, while a boost to their weight. Button and Leaf Tires get a slight boost to their acceleration, but they also drop in speed, weight, and traction. Off-road and retro off-road tires get a slight boost to their speed, weight, and traction, but do get a drop to their acceleration and handling. The next two, Sponge and Cushion, get drops to both speed, weight, and handling, but it gets a slight boost to its traction. Their acceleration is unchanged. Wood gets a slight boost to its top speed and handling, but a pretty big drop to acceleration and especially its traction. The final tires are the Triforce tires, which get a drop to its speed, acceleration, and handling, but a boost to its weight and traction. Let's move on to the final class of kart pieces, being the gliders. The first group being the Super Glider, Waddle Wing, and Highland Kite. These are again the ones we're going to base the rest of these gliders on. They have 0 base stats across the board and do not change the characters in the game. The next group consists of 4 gliders, being the Cloud Glider, Parachute, Flower Glider, and Paper Glider. It gives us a slight boost to acceleration and a slight drop to the top speed and weight. The next 3 are the Wario Wing, Plain Glider, and Gold Glider. They all give a boost to your weight, but a slight drop to your traction. The final 4 gliders are the Peach Parasol, Parafoil, Bowser Kite, and MKTV Parafoil. These gliders give a drop to your top speed and traction, but again a boost to your acceleration. Now that is all the changes to the kart setups from Mario Kart Wii U to Mario Kart Deluxe. There's a ton of changes. I mean, the gliders for one, there was only 2 types of gliders in the original game. Now we at least have 4. The tires themselves had all been diversified, but I think the biggest change is to the karts. There was so much more doubling up than there was in this game. This quote-unquote speed kart category had almost, I think, 5 or so karts in it. I think now they're split up into at least 3 different groups. And as well as ones that were very similar to that kart setup that only had minor tweaks have been completely revamped as well, such as, you know, the Blue Falcon and the Streetle. Be sure to give this video a big, awesome like, and if you haven't already, subscribe for tons on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Nintendo Switch, and all that related content. Like I said earlier, I plan to be doing a video talking about some of the best kart setups in the game in regards to racing, battle mode, and which characters to slot along with it, and all that fun stuff. As well as you can look forward to my review for this game coming up, I don't know, maybe by the weekend or something. I'm not entirely sure, but do expect that in this very soon future as well. I think that's about everything for now. Still mind blown that they've changed so much in this game. All these card setups, all these characters, it's crazy. Please share this video, and thank you again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!